So to go over this example, a vswr is measured along a transmission line to be 2. Find the two values of the reflection coefficient, which then values correspond to ZL less than Z0 and also for ZL greater than Z0, given that ZL and Z0 are obviously real. And if Z0 were to be 50, we're supposed to calculate ZL in both of these cases. So we're obviously given vswr, which is 2 in the question, and Z0, which is 50. Now we need to find ZL for both of the cases here. So for our unknowns, so we don't know the reflection coefficient for ZL less than Z0, and we don't know the reflection coefficient for ZL greater than Z0. And we also don't even know what ZL is for both cases. So now I'm just going to write some equations for the problem that we need. So the first equation we have is the reflection coefficient is equal to ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. This was in the tutorial. And the second equation is vswr is equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient, the magnitude of the reflection coefficient, divided by 1 minus the magnitude of the reflection coefficient. The first equation I'm going to use is equation 2 that I wrote down, and vswr we already have, which is 2, so I'm going to write 2 is equal to 1 plus magnitude of reflection coefficient, which is divided by 1 minus the reflection coefficient. So now we could actually solve for the reflection coefficient. So I'm just going to do some cross multiplication. So 2 and bracket 1 minus reflection coefficient is equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient, and this is all in magnitude for the reflection coefficient. And now we can just multiply the 2 in, so 2 minus 2 magnitude of reflection coefficient is equal to 1 plus magnitude of reflection coefficient. And now we could just switch the sides, so 2 minus 1 is equal to the reflection coefficient plus 2 times the reflection coefficient. Just switch the sides, and now we have 1 is equal to 3 reflection coefficient. So we end up getting 1 over 3 for our reflection coefficient. But notice how we have the magnitude of the reflection coefficient. So technically, r can be plus or minus 1 over 3. We don't know because we take the magnitude of it, and we don't know what it was before. So now let's analyze the two situations that we had. So we had over here, if ZL is less than Z0, we could look at this equation here and see that if Z0 is greater than ZL, if this number is greater, then you're going to end up having a negative number in the end, because you're doing ZL minus Z0, and if this number is bigger, then you'll end up with a negative number. So if we have that, then our reflection coefficient would be minus 1 over 3 for this scenario. But in the other scenario, if ZL is greater than Z0, then on the numerator it would be ZL minus Z0. And if ZL is greater, then you'll have a positive number, meaning you'll have 1 over 3. So just the other way around. So knowing this, we can solve for ZL. So now I'm going to go back to my reflection coefficient equation, which was R is equal to ZL minus Z naught divided by ZL plus Z naught. And I'm going to replace Z naught for 50, which was here. 50. And I'm going to make, in our case, for the first case, I'm going to do 1 over 3, which is for this scenario. And if we solve, we got to do some cross multiplication. So ZL plus 50 is equal to 3 ZL minus 50. And we'll get 3 ZL minus 150 and ZL plus 50. And now if we solve, we're going to get 2 ZL is equal to 200. Just moved some stuff around, and ZL will end up being 100 for if ZL is greater than Z naught. And now we just do it for minus 1 over 3. So now we're going to do the situation if reflection coefficient is equal to minus 1 over 3. So we'll have minus 1 over 3 is equal to ZL minus 50 divided by ZL plus 50. So again, cross multiplication. So minus 1 over 3 ZL plus 50 is equal to ZL minus 50. And we'll just distribute it. Oh yeah, I should move minus 3 over here, like before. Okay, so now we'll have minus 3 ZL plus 150 is equal to ZL plus 50. And now we'll have 4 ZL is equal to 100, and ZL is equal to 100 divided by 4, which is equal to 25 ohms. And that's basically it. So for a ZL less than Z naught, you have 25 ohms. And for ZL is greater than Z naught, you have 100 ohms. And that's it.